All right, Danny, here you go. Um, I think you were asking more about direction than speed. I'm going to start with speed, seeing as I'm down here. I use this VGG Caddy, and it has a variable scale set up on your putter, and I have all of them except for super fast set to 1% strong. In other words, your standard is 100%, minus 10% for fast, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40 for T12, and minus 150, um, minus 50% for champion. Uh, Uphill on tournament 12, these are T12. I figured a distance plus elevation and maybe a third. So if you go a little bit past the cup, you see this one is 41, 8 is 49. I might go to 50 or 51. That's about all I'm going to do in this situation. Champ, I would add a little bit more, probably a third to 50% of the elevation, because you got to hit champ and the champ 13, champ 14. You have to hit them harder to get them to go up the hill because you're not hitting it initially. Your initial impact is not as strong. Direction, I'm just going to give this an educated guess and hit it 50, 51? And I'll explain direction here in a second. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There's 51. Missed a ding. Doesn't matter. That's a good speed. My goal in any putt, if I miss, is to go 2 feet past the pin. We'll go over here and we'll talk about direction. That's downhill. I don't want to be that far downhill. Caddy screwing me on the scale again. Gotta watch that caddy. Be about 10 feet away. Okay, 13, 14, 15. Holy mackerel. Is that downhill? I didn't want to go 22 feet. Shit. Back up the hill. We'll go a little bit left. All right, that ought to be a decent putt. That's still way uphill. Why is Marion so far uphill? I don't want to hit it that far uphill. I don't know. It's close enough. All right, what I do is a variation on J.C. Snead. If you watch Young's video, he does a real good job of explaining J.C. Snead. I'm not going to do all that. He counts each dot and adds them up and subtracts them and adds something. I have no idea how that works. I watched it. I wasn't going to do it. That's the bottom line. So what I did is I figured out, this was years ago when I was doing T12 greens. These are T12 greens. And I've got my caddy set to T12. That the hole edge to edge is 4 inches. A grid is 24 inches. So that makes 6 cups in a grid. So I just figure how many cups outside up the hill I want to hit it and go from there. Your little blue triangle from the point of the green to the edge of the triangle is 1 cup. If you use pitch mode, it extends it down to the ground, and you can see from the point of the triangle, it's close. It's a hair inside, but not much. And if you put the edge of the blue triangle on the edge of the pin, it's exactly 1 cup outside the hole. You can measure it. A cup is 7 millimeters. And if we go from the center of the pin to the center of the blue thing, or centimeters, 7 centimeters. So that's 1 grid, or 1 cup. I figured out, go back to putt mode, that the first thing I do is I look at distance. You're talking about distance, 12 up 2. It's 14. I probably hit this to 15, which is why I went to the 60 scale. I better get back there before I forget. So 15. If you're uphill, you got to take a little bit off, but not much. I slide the grid over so I can see the putt, and I've got some speedy dots. I guess at the dot speed, I'm not counting all these. That's a bunch of crap. Excuse my French. Hope I don't upset anybody, but that's me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 dots. A little bit more than 1 to 1. In other words, if they were average speed, I would make this 6 grids. They're a little bit faster, so it's probably 7 or 8. And then you got to subtract 1 or 2 for being uphill, especially since I'm going to have it 15. So probably 7 grids. Now, this is outside, so if you put it right there on the line, you're at a little bit less than 7, 6.5. And you notice it added an extra yard, so 15, if you want to end up here, is going to be short. But you're coming up the hill, you're making the turn, and you're going to come down the hill. Let's see how this works at 15. We do a putt preview at 15, a little bit more than 15. Oh, damn, it went in the hole. See if we can do it again. See if I can find a ding. Hit it too hard. And it still went in the hole. Double bogey. Oh, crap, you can't take a mulligan. Hope that explains some of it. We'll see what happens. Thanks, bye.